Namaskar. Very good morning, Mumbai. Your voice is your leadership. This is not a quote from any text, book, or maybe any quotation from other people, which I have discovered myself after my severe experiences. Several years of experience has taught me a lot of things. And I am G.V.N. Raju. I'm a life skills coach. I'm a world record holder in ventriloquism. And I'm a director, Way to Transform from Hyderabad. Friends, as I said, leaders are not born, they are heard. Normally, we have a very famous saying that leadership is not a position, it is an action. But here, what I say is, leaders are not born, they are heard. How it is possible? Just look at the pre-independence, how our people were united just by listening to some of the great leaders. And they have not seen Mahatma Gandhi, they have not seen Lal Bahadur Shastri, they have not seen many great leaders. You know why? Because those days, technically, it was not developed the way it is now. Friends, when we talk about that leaders, main characteristic is that they should have a good voice. If you have a good voice, I'm sure that you can win. You can conquer the world. The only one thing is how you fine-tune your voice is more important. And similarly, the leaders, either business leader or maybe corporate leader, maybe a professor, maybe a teacher, maybe a singer, maybe an actor, whatever it is, if they have a good voice, and they can become definitely a good leader in case if they have a good practice. As I was telling again that leaders are not born. Leaders are not born, they are heard. Say for example, during pre-Independence Day celebrations when they listen to the Lal Bahadur Shastri, friends, when I heard this speech of Gandhiji, I thought that I was purified myself. If I come, only certain people will come. But today here, thousands of persons were assembled here. Every leader's voice has its own way and its own beauty. That's why I say, we love your voice. And listening to some of the greatest statesmen and previous, our president, Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, our relations with your country has been close and intimate in the period of a struggle and independence. Nations hereafter have to compete with each other, not in the destruction, but in constructing peace. See, they have their own voice, the way they modulate, the way they have their own style is more important. When we talk about such a greatest poet like Iqbal, and if the same Iqbal's wordings, the great poetry, if it is in the Prithviraj Kapoor's voice, खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से खुद पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है वाह. See, every voice is different, but everybody has their own style. So each leader has to build their own style with their voice. And moreover, the first and foremost important thing is you need to arouse the curiosity of the people because they are all in the silence. And they are in their own, they are in their own world, okay? And the only one thing is you need to first grab the attention of the people. Every leader needs to grab the attention of the people. Till then, you are not really connected. Several years ago, I got an opportunity to train people in the leadership program. Everybody is well-dressed, all corporate leaders, and I'm on the right content. I was prepared so many PowerPoint presentations. Everything was going well. But you know what happened? But I've been watching and I've been speaking, but almost for 10 minutes, I didn't see any response. Normally you expect response, maybe like good or maybe clap or like that. I didn't. Then I was wondered, then how to get these people? I cannot do the way it is, but suddenly I took out like this. Then I said, hey, see why these people, what is happening to these people? What's happening to these people? They're all very, very silent. Yeah. What should I do then? You should become violent. I should become violent. Okay. Now, see, they are all very good.
Yes.
They are all
Like-minded.
like-minded, but we want not only like-minded.
Right-minded.
Oh, right-minded. Okay, what do you want to say?
No, you have to be violent
I have to be violent. How?
with your training.
Okay. So what I did is, then suddenly somebody has raised the question, sir, how come this puppet has come in between? Do you think that we are puppets? I said, no, we are all puppets in the hands of God. So I have done some magic with their own words. Then I said, I need to, strengthen my own words. I need to strengthen my own art form. Friends, this is what you need to understand, that voice is your leadership. Okay, if your voice is your leadership, then lead with that voice. And in case if you are in front of some students or maybe talking about a particular subject, maybe like a positive thinking, and you also should be a quick and a very shortest form of storytelling. How it can be, how it is possible? Yes, it is possible. You need to understand, you need to go through, and you need to, do a lot of research on how quickly you can bring maybe like 30 seconds or 40 seconds or less than a minute stories. When we are talking about a positive way of speaking, I tell you, I reminded a story that APJ Abdul Kalam, when he was very young, when he was very naughty. So one day he climbed a tree along with other brothers and all. But there was a storm and the trees were swaying. And Kalam's father looked at it and said, Kalam, do one thing, hold the branch and don't leave. You'll be safer. Okay, hold it. And Kalam's niece was also there. Her mother ran out and said, hey Neeta, if you leave it, you're going to break your legs. Don't do that. If you leave it, you'll be fallen. You'll be falling. Don't do. Finish. She has fallen. And she broke her leg. It means that when you are giving some suggestions even to the children, always it needs to be positive. That's why leaders, not only from the political background or from the corporate, even from your own house. That's why you need to give positive suggestions, because we are so blessed that we can give ideas with our wonderful voice. Always lead with your voice. That's my motto. Friends, I want to tell you one thing, that years of experience, maybe a scientist, maybe a doctor, maybe a politician, maybe an actor, maybe an academician, but they're all very good in academics. I have read in the book, TEDx book, there is a wonderful book written about the speakers. It was said that use your voice, your potential voice is more important. And see that you should always conquer by modulating it. So voice modulation, like pause, give a proper pause, pace, the speed, and a pitch, talking about your volume, and plug is nothing but emphasis. If these four things are there and you are on the right track, everyone needs to understand after completion of your particular small talk, what is the objective behind it? What do you want to convey from that? If these things are there, I'm sure we can do it. We can conquer. Have you heard about a story about 5 wives and 1 husband? If you really want to communicate, just do it and you can do well. It is also very well said by a greatest communicator that your communication is never 100%. Absolutely right. Everybody has their own perception. What I question, people may take in another way. What I speak, people may think another way. So that's why everybody has their own perceptions. So I can't help. So nobody is a perfect speaker, nobody is a perfect communicator. But however, understand that when you are communicating, you must communicate with this. Now, who are those 5 wives and 1 husband? We have understood in a different way. 5 husbands and 1 wife. The 5 wives and 1 husband is like 5 wives, what, where, when, why, whom, and H is how. If you remember this, your complete communication will be 100%. Friends, lead with your voice. That's more important. And I tell you a beautiful and the naked truth. God is so great to us. God is so great to us. Out of 7.8 billion creatures on the earth, only the human being has an ability to express his ideas and voice out. The voice, the word voice cannot be suitable for any other creature. We say sounds. Okay? So this voice has been given by the Almighty, and we should use it in the best form. Your voice is your brand, your voice is your visiting card, and your voice is your winning trump card. So use your voice properly and win over the people. And always remember one thing, that use your voice, speak the things in an ethical way, in the best way, and a subtle way, and a neat, and always project the positive things to the people. Never go with negative things. Wish you all the very best. Thank you so much.